In this demo, we'll look at the basics of creating a liquid layout with in5 and InDesign. So in InDesign CS6, the team has added a liquid layout panel that allows you to control how objects adjust when the layout's scaled. That panel is normally available under Window, Interactive, Liquid Layout. But I've got it here, and I'm going to walk you through some of these elements. A lot of these I have styled on the master page so they can be used over and over. So I'm going to go to that master page right now. And if you select an individual element on stage, the liquid layout will tell you, so first of all, there's a general page rule. There is scale, which basically just scales things up or down as the page is scaled. There's a guide base, which basically means if there's a guide slicing through it in that particular dimension, it'll expand and contract as the page expands and contracts. And there's also recenter, which also does exactly what it sounds like. And then there's object-based, which is what I have selected here, and it allows you to control the individual properties of each object. And that's what I want, because I want the different objects on the page to do different things. So for instance, this top one, I have it pinned to the top, so it's going to stay with the top of the page as it's scaled. I want it to scale the width as it gets wider or narrower. And I'm also pinning it to the left. And then look at this text field here. I want it resize the height, but I don't want to, sorry, I'm resizing the height and the width. It's not pinned to the top currently, but I believe it is on the individual pages. And down here we have some navigation buttons, just like they were set up in the other demo. So here's a button, this is kind of the home button. And in this case, I'm pinning it to the bottom and to the left, so it's going to stay in this bottom left-hand corner. There's a page number here. This is also pinned to the bottom and the left, but I'm allowing the width to resize with the page. And then each of these back and next buttons, they're pinned to the bottom and the right side, so they're going to stay in this corner. And then on the individual pages, just to show off some of the scaling, we've got a single column of text here on the first page, 2 columns on the second page, and 3 columns on the third. And in each of them, I've scaled the text frame up a little bit so that there's overset text here, meaning if I were to open that up a bit, it would show all of the text, and it's not showing all of the text. And I'll show you why that is in a moment. So let's go ahead and export this, and let's see what in5 does with. Oh, actually, before that, I want to show you how to test this in InDesign. Really handy, neat page tool. So if I select the page tool, I can come down here to the bottom of the page, and as I drag it, it actually shows me what, it gives me a preview. And in5 does its best to match what this preview looks like. So generally it's pretty good, except that heading is getting lost, and maybe it's just it's not shown on the page, but it will not be lost when we get to HTML. Yeah, it's going away. But so we'll do just a little bit better with in5. So if I go up to File and choose Export HTML with in5, dialog will come up, and I'm just going to move the dialog into the center here. So I've got all the navigation turned off. The text rendering is just the text with the web safe fonts. And you'll notice the page format up here. Normally we used to have continuous scroll and slider options. There's now a liquid option. So one other thing I want to bring your attention to, in the advanced section, I've checked the box that says make overset text scrollable, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK to run in5. And it'll just take a second here to render everything. And I'm going to go ahead and open it in the browser now that it's done. And so here's the layout, and you'll see if I scale this down. Now you can see some of the things going on. The menu staying at the bottom right hand, or the back and next are staying at the bottom right hand corner. The home button is staying at the left here. The text is pinned, and because I made it scrollable, it actually is staying within this window. So this layout would actually work basically down to a smartphone. And if I were to expand it out far enough, the text wouldn't need to scroll. So just show you that the navigation works. So here's the third page, and I can, whoops, I just clicked in the wrong place. Switch back to Firefox. I can scale that down as well, and I can click home to navigate back to the first page. So there you have it, Liquid Layout in InDesign and in5. Thanks for watching.